Hey guys, Shane here again with One Shift at a Time. How you doing? We're doing week 14 of the NHL Power Rankings. We did get it missed last week, as we said, but I'm going to sneak this in before the game that I'm going to stream live right now. The Chiefs are looking to kick this ball to tie it and send this game into overtime. But here we are in the NHL, and in 10th spot this week, we do have the Minnesota Wild. They had a really good week. They are poised to move up even farther. They're currently on a 4-game winning streak with a big win over the New York Rangers on Friday. That was very important, and it did affect the Rangers as well. They play the opposite New York team as they're going to head over and play the Islanders today. So again, I think they can continue that winning streak. The Islanders are starting to turn things around, but I think it's a little too late for them, unfortunately. Number 9, and back into the top 10 after a week out, we have the Nashville Predators. They just had their 4-game winning streak snapped in overtime, lost to the Oilers. Oilers are playing a lot better lately. They were still able to get the point out of that, so they're still on the point streak. UC Saros is just playing out of his mind. He's got a 2.36 goals against and a .927 save percentage. So just really good numbers from him. Quiet there. I don't think a lot of people in the league are talking about how well he is playing. They host the Vancouver Canucks on Tuesday. Number 8, they're dropping one spot, and they nearly dropped right out of this list, to be honest, and that is the St. Louis Blues. They have had an up and down week. They had wins over Vancouver and Calgary. The one in Vancouver was tighter than it should have been for how sick Vancouver was and backup goalie. They did beat Calgary 5-1, but they had big losses to the Flames too. They lost 7-1 to the Flames. They lost 6-1 to the Jets. So they need to get back to their game, and they play against the Devils on Tuesday, so that is a good chance for them to bounce back. But if they're not careful, they're going to drop right out of this list. Number 7, they're dropped down 3 spots. We have the New York Rangers. They started out this week with an OT win over the Kings before they did lose to the Columbus Blue Jackets 5-3, and then also 3-2 against the Wild. So again, as I said, that did affect them. They do host the Seattle Kraken today, so it is definitely a winnable game for them, and they hope to bounce right back. Number 6, and in 6th spot this week, we do have the Pittsburgh Penguins. I mean, they are still winners of 12 of their last 15, so really good, but they're definitely having a bad week. They started okay with a win in overtime over the Jets. Then they had a big win. I think it was 6-3 over the Arizona Coyotes, which you should do. But then they dropped an OT game to the Kraken, which, I mean, the Kraken have been playing a little better, but you don't want to be losing the games to them. And then they lost to the Red Wings. So hopefully they can bounce back as they do play the Kings next. Number 5, and they're trying to move up this list, but honestly, nobody ahead of them is blinking. This week it is the Toronto Maple Leafs. They have won 3 straight, again, playing really good hockey. Since that, they did have that setback against the New York Rangers, but the teams they have been playing are not like super strong teams, so it is the Islanders, the Ducks, the Red Wings. I'm not ready to jump them ahead of the teams ahead of them with those victories, but again, solid play, and I'm definitely not dropping them anywhere, that's for sure. Maple Leafs are definitely playing some good hockey. Number 4, down 1 spot, it is the 2-time defending champs, the Tampa Bay Lightnings, and honestly, they look like they're making a good run to go for 3, which would be absolutely insane. They're winners of 5 of their last 6, including an impressive win over the Golden Knights Saturday. They host the San Jose Sharks on Tuesday before they head out west, and they have an easy game against the the Arizona Coyotes, and then a tough one against the Avalanche. So they get a bit of both there. And up 3 spots to number 3, we do have the Carolina Hurricanes, who had a flawless week. They had 3 wins. They had a win over the Golden Knights, the Sens, and the Devils. So 1 good team and 2 meddling teams there. But they do host the San Jose Sharks today, and I think that they have a good chance to keep that going. And then they're going to have a real good test against the Leafs. So that one is a good chance for the Leafs to move up. If they can win that game, they're going to go ahead of Carolina. Number 2, and they're holding on to this number 2 spot. I think it's the 2nd week in a row. Yeah, it's the 2nd week in a row there. It is the Florida Panthers. They have won their 3 games this week. They had wins over the Jets, the Golden Knights, and the San Jose Sharks. They head to Columbus on Monday, and they're going to take on the suddenly struggling Columbus Blue Jackets. So again, winnable game. Florida's looking good. Their attendance is really picking up. I think the last game I saw was 15,700, so it looked full. A lot fuller than the Canadian rinks, that's for sure. But it's near capacity, so great to see finally that team getting some support in Florida. Number 1, and as if there was any doubt, the number 1 team is obviously going to be the Colorado Avalanche. They're currently on a 9-game winning streak and an absolutely insane 17-game winning streak at home. Boston pushed them. They got them to overtime, but it didn't matter. Colorado still picked up that extra point. And the scary thing is they're getting healthier. They're starting to get their players back, with the exception, of course, of McKinnon, who had that unfortunate hit against Hull. Hull took some heat for that, but I think it was a very clean hit. He hit him in his shoulder, but he had his stick there, and McKinnon hit himself in the face with the stick. Very unfortunate, but it sounds like he's only going to be gone 3 games, so fingers crossed that he comes right back in, and that's Colorado, your number 1 team. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments below what your list is, who or at least your top 3 are. If you did enjoy this video, think about subscribing maybe. Hit the like button, share this thing around, and as always, you guys have a good one. We'll see you in the next episode.